A modern Egypt today, only gold on its mind. History long, long since forgotten. Stories of the ancestors ring out. Remember us, but no one does. Instead, they just seek only gold. It wasn't about gold, it was about water, and that's all they find in these places. Digging down, scratching their heads, wondering where all the gold went. They wouldn't know gold if they found it. It was in the water. It was all about the water. Nothing else. Delivering the waters into the back of the Sphinx. A mighty task. Digging deep down into the earth. 10 metres, 20 metres, 30 metres down they went. Down, 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 down into the aquifers under the ground. Terminal velocity tells a story. 1, 2, 3. 3 seconds at terminal velocity, and that hit mud. Down from there they tunnelled into the natural aquifers running below. The aquifers blocked up, next coming up the chamber, filling this void and spilling out over its sides, running across the ground, joining the next and the next. A huge volley of water cascading down. 1 chamber, 2 chambers, 3, 4. The volume of water must have been truly massive. Amazing. The fullest potential of man applied to deliver the waters around the Sphinx and around the temple, purifying it on its journey. From there flowing down into the drains around the Sphinx, going down back into the aquifers and off to the Nile. Purified by its journey. Travelling throughout the perfection that is the Giza Plateau. Flowing down, flowing onto, in the distance, the breadbasket of Egypt. Its consistency in the foods that allowed Egypt to survive so long, still does to this very day. It was all about the water. It still is. Man shouldn't forget that, or risk an abyss like this. Notice down there, the water still comes, bringing the silt and sand. From that the water flowed up and over. That hill wasn't there, but then straight down into the Sphinx. Into the Sphinx, look at that. One chamber after another, each set to different depths to pick up the varying aquifers that run below. Deep under the ground. Again, terminal velocity telling the story. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 at 4, 1 at 3. 1 at 5. Whatever depth the aquifers flowed, they tunnelled in. Whatever it took to create the massive flow needed to bring the waters to do the job. Bringing them up, purifying them as they flowed around and around and around. All along the Spinxe Causeway, we can see the smooth passage the water took, smoothing off the stones in its force, heading down the hill. Its evidences today obvious to all. The Spinxe Causeway, Giza Plateau. Under the Spinxe Causeway came the water, flowing out either side, smoothing the stone, flowing out fast out onto the Giza plateau, smoothing the rock as it flows, changing it from its natural source. Smooth as a horse's give up. We notice next, beyond the water's effect, unworn, still in its natural resource state, the Causation Causeway, one more source for the waters that flowed. Getting closer to the Causeway Pyramid, most importantly the Causeway Temple, where it's told in biblical reference of that place from where the waters flowed from its mouth, spilling out down towards the Spinxe Enclosure. Again, beware of the water seen on the walls, smoothing them off, evident in the places the water never reached. One more chamber, not yet dug out, remains. The Osiris shaft. Was it ready for Osiris? Of course it wasn't. Stopping the water that comes through the aquifers, bringing it up to the surface, meant building chambers, building sarcophagus in there, not for bodies, but for that great spirit that lives in the water, coming up higher and higher to the surface, spreading out from underneath the Causeway Causeway, flowing down through the Giza plateau, making an isle of the great lion, as they tell it in relative text from the day, that Isle of Rusto.
The village next applied to a brand new sign, one residing directly under all our noses. Within an already existing building around 3100 BC, might even send it all to a witness before our eyes. The build bearing all the aspects of a fast-moving Shastra architectural designed mandala, a place of communion and marriage. The rock hewn from representing our earth. The waters arriving out from the aquifers below the Great Mother. From the east, facing the sun, arrives the Creator, our Father in communion, going, Father the Creator of I. Mother, arriving in the waters, Wind of the ground.
Arriving into the mandala comes next in the sounds, the chants, in the ohms of men, joining in out from the tiny temple set aside, ohms pouring out upon the oracle. In a communion, a marriage of the Creator up high, the Great Mother, our earth, and we, their children, united as one.